Chemical reactions. Whenever elements combine to form a compound, a chemical reaction takes place. A chemical reaction is a change in which one or more chemical elements or compounds, the reactants, form new compounds, the products. In a chemical reaction, a chemical change must occur, but atoms are not lost nor made. Chemical reactions are determined by the laws of thermodynamics. A reaction can be exothermic, e.g. precipitation, crystallization, in which energy, usually in the form of heat, is given out to the surrounding, or endothermic, in which energy is taken in. Chemical reactions can be classified into a few categories. The simplest is probably synthesis, where two or more simple compounds combine to form a more complicated one. The opposite of synthesis is decomposition, where a molecule breaks down to make several simple ones. Redox, reduction, oxidation reactions involve the change of an oxidation number or transfer of electrons among the reacting substances. Reduction is the removal of oxygen from a substance. Oxidation is the gain of oxygen by a substance. The reducing agent, the compound that loses electrons, is said to be oxidized. The oxidizing agent, the compound that gains electrons, is said to be reduced. An important class of redox reactions are the electrochemical reactions. Acid-base reactions involve the transfer of protons from an acid donor to a base acceptor. Acids and bases are encountered frequently both in chemistry and in everyday living. Certain fruits contain citric or ascorbic acid, vitamin C. Carbonated beverages contain carbonic acid, and vinegar contains acetic acid. Soap and detergents, household ammonia and lye are common bases. Acids and bases have opposite properties and have the ability to cancel or neutralize each other, producing water and a salt. Neutralization reaction. Amphoteric substances can act as either acids or bases, water. Litmus papers is one of the oldest methods used to test the acidity or basicity of a solution. Blue litmus paper turns red when put in an acidic solution. Red litmus paper turns blue when put in a basic solution. Scientists use the pH scale, pH stands for potential of hydrogen, to measure how acidic or basic a liquid is. The scale goes from 0 to 14. Neutral substances, e.g. distilled water, have pH 7. Acid have pH between 0 and 7, bases from 7 to 14. The main example of photochemical reaction is photosynthesis, a chemical process in which most plants use solar energy to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose, disposing of oxygen as a side product. The rate of a reaction, which is the speed at which a reaction happens, is affected by concentration, temperature, and pressure. Reactions need a specific amount of energy to happen. The minimum amount of energy needed to make a reaction happen is called the activation energy. A catalyst lowers the activation energy so that the reaction can happen more easily. Enzymes are biological catalysts. Inhibitors slow the rate of reaction, and sometimes they can stop the reaction completely.